What's up, y'all? It's Mike in the build. Today we are gonna be playing with what I'm calling like a Walker control deck. I mean, I guess maybe that's the closest description of it. So I'm running three of the mono black Planeswalkers. I'm not sure if they're the only ones, but it's what I built it around. I pulled a Sorin at some point. I thought it was cool. I wanted to play with it, and then I was like, it had been a while since I ran Lolth. So I was like, yeah, I'll throw that in there. And I think I had one Professor Onyx and like some mythic wild cards. So I was like, whatever. Like I like doing the Planeswalker thing every once in a while. And I like mono black, so I figured I'd try it. So we've got Sorin that makes little 2/3 flying dudes with lifelink. The +1 gives you card advantage. You just have to pay life for it. A lot of the time he just grabs me land. I don't know if maybe I'm running too many land. I keep cutting down. But this is a fun Planeswalker. And then the -7 is pretty good, but I barely ever get that off in this deck. And then Lolth, whenever a creature dies, you put a loyalty counter on Lolth. I think that's how you say her name. The 0 is also card advantage. Pay 1 life, draw a card. -3 creates 2 bodies. They're 2/1 spiders with menace and reach, which is nice. They're kind of good offensive and defensive. And if they die, you're just, adding loyalty to the Planeswalker. And then this also has a -8 or an ultimate. It's pretty powerful, but I don't think I've ever hit that in this deck either. And then Professor Onyx. I like to use the -3 when it first comes out. If the opponent has any creatures out, and then from that I just do the +1. It's similar to the other ones. It's card advantage, but you get to look at 3 cards, and then you ditch the rest into the graveyard. And then this also has an ultimate, but I think I might have actually hit the ultimate on this Planeswalker a number of times, and it always wins the game. Or at least for me it has. So those are the Planeswalkers. Then we've got more like the usual suspects for a mono black deck with little guys that have dies triggers, which works nicely with Lolth. And then if we're not really able to get them to die in combat, or if we want to chump block and sack, we've got a couple ways to do that with Village Rites and Deadly Dispute at instant speed. These give us some card advantage and get to take advantage of our creatures dying in combat and maybe an unfavorable a matchup, and trigger their dies triggers. So also at instant speed we have some removal here and here. Slower removal, we've got Feed the Swarm, which takes care of enchantments also. And then Inscription, I've always liked this card. Later in the game, you can select 2 modes when you kick it. But early in the game, I usually like to just pick apart my opponent's hand, because it's not the most efficient removal for the destroy target creature with mana value 3 or less. I do that in a pinch. Like usually if I'm salty and I'm playing against that Angel Cleric, I just hate that card. So sometimes I'll use this. And I mean, it's not the worst thing, because it's a 1-for-1. It's 1 card for 1 card, and they're the same mana cost, but it still feels expensive when you use it that way. To get your opponent to discard 2 cards feels a little better, in my opinion. Another small creature I forgot to mention is Acquisitions Expert. That also helps us kind of pick apart our opponent's hand and sack fodder later in the game. And then, so that was the bulk of the deck. Oh, and then Blood on the Snow. Just a board wipe, and then grabs us back something. It's nice having the balance between creatures and Planeswalkers, because if we select one mode, we're usually leaving value behind, and we get value from the graveyard. So that's why it's kind of nice ditching stuff here and sacking things. So the deck did well without the 2 cards that I purposefully omitted. But it was very slow, and it was like I could feel like my opponent just hating their life. Like it drew tons of cards, but it just drew into stuff that felt like more card draw, or like I mean, removal, which was good, but like really like kind of nothing. So I wanted to add like some kind of heavy hitters, I guess, which would be this mainly. Which, I mean, I've only played a couple games with this and the Dracolich. I'm only running one copy of this right now. These things could change. I'm kind of just experimenting. At first, it was just one here and one here. And then I upped this to 2 because I really liked this. Because I guess you get value off of it as long as the ETBs. Your opponent chooses one of the cards. So let me just read it. It's a 6/6 flyer. For 6, when it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for exactly 2 cards not named Burning-Rune Demon that have different names. If you do reveal those cards, an opponent chooses one of them, put the chosen card in your hand and the other into the graveyard. So it's nice to put something in the graveyard for Blood on the Snow, and then this also replaces itself if you play it and they destroy it immediately. It has to ETB for them to target it, so you at least get a card off of it, which is nice. And then it's a 6/6 flyer, which can end the game very quickly. I wanted to say something else about this. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I don't remember. But then this, well, maybe I was thinking about these two together, because you can select this, and if they don't give you this card, it's going to go in your graveyard, and then you have a little bit of synergy there. So I thought that was kind of cool. And this is also a high power flyer. It has flash, which is cool. It helps a little bit with it entering tapped if you're playing it from your hand. But I think that's pretty much it. So we'll get in there. This deck has done pretty well. I mean, whenever I say stuff like that, I usually end up just getting destroyed. But I'm still playing in Alchemy, I believe. Didn't get any responses on the last video, whether or not there's a preference for Alchemy or Standard. So I'm just going to pose that question again if anybody has a preference. Because I really don't at this point. I'm just kind of excited to have like a new set or something, because it's feeling stale. And yeah, please like and subscribe too if you haven't subscribed. I have MTG Arena content that I try to do when I can. There's a bunch of live music sessions that I've been doing lately. That's been the bulk of it. But then I like to do finance stuff too. Personal finance. Investing. Alright, so we'll play the expert, get something out of their hand. It's not looking great, like a great start for us right now. Unless we can really disrupt them here, but probably not. I mean, it feels nice to get that out of their hand. They probably have 2, though. This might be bad. We started off the video last time in a pretty bad spot, and it got better. The mono white enchantments deck. I think the first game, maybe the first 2 games, were really brutal. Okay, this gives us something to do on turn 3. Okay. No attacks. So next time we play the Dracolich, unless we draw something better. But it's a shame because this enters tapped. We'll just no block this, because it has indestructible, we don't have enough power to kill it, and it has trample. Okay, so here comes the Dracolich. Feels bad. And I'm not even sure if we're going to be attacking with it. Maybe, because next turn we can play Lolth. And maybe even like try and double block something with the spiders and start pressuring them with the 5 power flyer, maybe. Not sure yet, we'll have to see how this goes. This is bad. Maybe we soak up some of the damage. I think I'm going to do that. Just slow it down a little bit. Okay. Maybe I do keep this back as a blocker. Because we might be able to stabilize. I'm gonna play it a little safer and not attack right now. Because if this dies, you may cast
Aren't I the generous one?
from your graveyard if a creature not named. Okay. So yeah, it includes tokens, so that maybe that's our turn. Or okay. I think we're gonna double block the Trap Breaker. Ideally, if they don't pump it in any way. And then we can -3 Lolth again. There you go. Alright, Lolth still survives, which is nice. Oh, no, it doesn't, because this has trample. But we want to kill it. It's fine. Well, that's a shame. It'd be a shame if somebody made them sacrifice it.
Subservience will be rewarded.
And they've got one card in hand.
Of life. This is my favorite part.
I feel like this is a close game, depending on what they draw.
That's it.
Okay.
To the detention bog.
Good. So I think we can kick this now. Well, let's see what we draw. Actually, I don't know why I picked Feed the Swarm. I should have picked the other one. No, they have one card in hand. Yeah, so we can return the. Let's do this. We'll return this to get that card out of their hand, and then we'll get rid of their pup. And then we have removal as backup, which I wish kept the other one, but. Nice, they drew a land.
There has to be an answer here.
Attack was dumb. Oh my god. Ugh. Take 6. Ugh. Alright, we're not gonna minus, because I think I really want to keep Professor Onyx around. I mean, this is giving us a big edge, I think. Okay, this is interesting. So, we play another copy, I reckon. Yeah. And then we have 2 blockers for the wolves. We're gonna do this.
Let's go digging.
And we want to keep the new one. And then we want to minus. Get rid of that pack leader. And then play Shambling Ghast. No attacks. Slowly getting advantage. Man, there we saw 3 decent cards off of the last Professor Onyx. So coming at me. Do I go down to 8? Maybe I'll block 1. Is this for trade? Oh. Well, shoot. What do we have out? Expert. I think I'm going to grab the Blood on the Snow just in case things get out of hand.
Come on. on, there's gotta be something useful. Ugh.
And then this is nice.
For the sake of all Innistrad, my will must be obeyed. You fight for me now.
Yeah, we'll keep the gas in our hand. Excuse me. Just for threats. I mean, these 2/2s aren't really a bother, especially with our 2/3 now. Yeah. Good. Okay. I'm gonna leave that there. I don't need it.
My ways are not for the weak.
Shambling Ghast might be nice. I want to start attacking with this
There has to be an answer
flyer,
here.
start gaining some life back. This is what I mean about the deck. It's still slow. It's very slow, but I think we turned a corner. If they play anything crazy, we're pretty good. Alright, coming at me again. So I'm going to try and do this the correct way this time. That's what I meant to do last time. They wouldn't have had a board if I did that correctly. Oh, okay. Okay. That feels pretty good. And then there's our big guy. What do they have?
You deal with this
Who
annoyance.
cares?
I never thought I'd miss the library.
What do we want? I don't know. Maybe just another Professor Onyx? No, we'll do this. Maybe I should have done something that would have more... it doesn't matter. I think we got this. I think the only thing that really could mess us up is maybe a board wipe, but even that, we have a decent amount of card advantage. Banana candy. It was looking a little rough, turn 2, turn 3, but I think we managed. Maybe they're being salty now. Oh, shout out to anybody that was at the open mic on Thursday. I think it's probably really unlikely you're also watching this video, but if you're one of those people, thank you for watching this, and it was really nice to spend time with you on Thursday at that at Casey Ray's open mic. Brought to you by Van Jam Entertainment. I hope they do more of those. It was a lot of fun. The salt, they can't take it. Banana candy can't handle it. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, I do that sometimes. But like, I'll only do it if it's like a deck that I play over and over and over and over and over again, and there's like just no creativity whatsoever. I mean, I don't think I've seen any decks like this, and I never know if that means that my deck is bad or if it's actually like a cool little innovation. I never know. It's also possible I just haven't come across it. Maybe people play against something like it all the time. Who knows? I feel like there's a tendency toward werewolves, clerics, angels, angel clerics, and Red, like anything with dragons, like red Boros. Are there Mardu? Oh no, I guess like Rakdos dragons, and they're really annoying. I hate that alchemy card. That's I haven't been seeing it lately, but that's been one reason I've been considering not playing alchemy. But I have no idea what people are doing. Like I was mentioning in the last video, like all the content creators I watch, like they're just not doing it right now. Like Dev just made a video about why you quit Magic. It's like, I mean, I definitely understand. Like it's feeling really stale for me, and I kind of hate Arena anymore. But I still like Magic. We got to play yesterday. Nate made a custom Batman set, which was really cool, and we all drafted that and played each other. I built a really promising Rakdos deck around the Joker's characters card, and the deck was terrible. I lost every matchup. I think I only won one game. Stupid Hugo. Sure. Just hope we don't flood out. I haven't seen Golgari in a while. An old Rutstein enters the battlefield. Or at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. If a land card is milled this way, create a treasure token. If a creature card is milled this way, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. If a non-creature, non-land card is milled this way, create a blood token. That's really cool. I like that card. I like that. I might have to mess around a little bit after this. I really liked the little 1-drop fungus creature, and try to make that work in like a snow reanimator deck. The only thing is, like, a lot of the cards weren't snow, so like I don't know. It was a janky old thing. It was actually kind of fun, but this seems like this card might work well with that. Maybe. I don't know. I'll try it. This is an alchemy card. 2/1 for 2. Human rogue with menace. Whenever a card in your graveyard is put into your hand, conjure a duplicate of that card into your hand. So you get 2 of them. See, I hate this shit. Sorry, Dennis. I've been doing pretty good with not swearing, I think. Don't like it. Not a fan. Just get out of here. Alright, let's take another peek at what they've got in the bin here, because obviously that's going to matter. So we've got 2 mulches, which reveal the top 4 of your card. Put all lands revealed this way into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Okay. Then old Rutstein, Field of Ruin. Is that Massacre? Oh, okay. That's fine. It's fine. I'll poop out a 2/3 flying lifelink.
Out of my
Vampire.
way. I have a weapon to stop. I bring my own army.
So at least we get a little... If that sticks around, we get some card advantage. Undead Butler. 1/2 for 2. Zombie. When Undead Butler enters mill 3. That's cool. When it dies, you may exile it. When you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Not a bad card. Creature card, so what would they get? This deck is cool. I guess they'd get Old Rootstein or Eccentric Farmer. They'd probably get this, is my guess. So maybe we'll try and avoid letting that die. Alright, nothing super crazy. Yeah, we'll take that right now. We'll get that back.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
We've got some instant speed things we can do. Okay. Alright, so we'll respond to that if they're able to get something in their hand. I guess it depends on what it is too. Turn target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Put a +1 counter on. And they're gonna get 2 eccentric farmers. Alright, what do I kill here? I'm gonna Infernal Grasp. I think I'm gonna hit the Ghoul Caller. Because it also has Menace. Attack Sorin. Yep. It's okay.
These wounds won't last.
It's good. Sure. Yeah, so we'll play some blockers, so let's hit them.
Not for the weak.
Got about the same amount of cards. And then we've got blood on the snow if things get a little out of hand.
Are you enraptured by a gift?
And we'll still
In
leave
exchange for
value.
loot.
The only thing that I'd like to get rid of is that Meat Hook Massacre. But there's no danger, immediate danger right now. Yeah, at least we've got some lifelink on the table for the moment. Thinking maybe we'll double block the Undead Butler. He gets a creature, right? I don't know if I want them to have the Old Rootstein. We can just chump block it and let it live. That's what I'll do. I'll chump with the Shambling Ghast, I guess. Yeah. And then we'll create a treasure.
Aren't I generous?
Depending on what we end up doing next turn, maybe my next chump block I'll Deadly Dispute too. Try and get some more cards. Alright, what'd they get here? Binding the Old Gods, another Undead Butler, and Deadly Brew. Okay. What is Deadly Brew again? Each player sacks a creature or planeswalker. If you sack the permanent this way, you may return another permanent from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. So these aren't in their hand. These are from their graveyard that can... Okay, that has flashback. That has flashback, and then this just has its ability. So they have one card. Can't create any creatures at the moment. So I like to do Sorin's first. That way if it's expensive, I can just draw it and just take one with Lolth.
Dire times call for diet.
My words
Okay,
are
flooding out a little bit.
ambitious minds.
So we'll keep the Deadly Dispute open for a chump block. I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna leave the Deadly Dispute open. I'm gonna make them discard their one card, which that might be a bad thing. They might not care, but I do want to hit something that they have. I really want to do that. So maybe we'll just choose one mode. Probably this. Just to thin out their board a little bit. And then we have Dispute open. Worst case, we just wipe the board. What do we have in our bin that we can get back? Nothing great. Maybe we'll wait to do that until we either... Oh, yeah, we'll wait until maybe one of our Planeswalkers goes to the bin. Oh, that's bad. Might need blood on the snow sooner than we expected. I need that one removal spell that takes care of enchantments. But they have 2 problem enchantments over there. If I sack this, I think the damage still goes through because it has trample, right? There's a lot to think about there.
My power is for annihilation.
I'm thinking about the skeletons that are going to be coming out. And I think having 2 3s might be good. To just leave up. Okay. Don't know how good that is here, actually. I mean, not for the -3, I guess.
You fight for me now.
It's bold to bargain with me.
I'm just gonna try and ultimate something.
That's Professor Onyx to you. Ugh! There has to be an answer here.
This is an interesting game. So I think we might have brick walled the skeletal swarming. I'm not sure. Well, they have to attack. We block with the flyers. We gain 4. There's die. And then they get 2 at the end step. And then we just keep doing that. The only thing that's good for them about that is it keeps us from attacking them with the flyers. It kind of locks them down. So they're not really putting pressure on necessarily, but they've got a lot of problems with our Planeswalkers, though. Sure. And if they jam in with the Butler too, we'll maybe we'll chump with Eyetwitch. Get that Mascot Exhibition or whatever it's called. Oh, now they're gonna kill our flyers. Because this is a skeleton. Damn. That's brutal. That skeleton actually really messed us up. Wow. I guess I wanted them to die anyway.
Permanent record.
I will get what I want.
Oh, I could have exiled them. Oh boy. Oh no. I can't believe they let me do that. I saw the treasure and I was like, oh, I can sack the treasure for Deadly Dispute, but I forgot that I would also need the treasure to pay for it. Okay, pooped out 2 guys.
Do
Plus.
what I demand.
Yeah, please. Alright, now what's more important? I guess let's
For knowledge.
this is more
A fair
immediately
trade.
a problem. Ugh, we're going to oh shit. Okay. Sorry, Dennis. Yeah.
Let's go digging.
We have a board in a box with mascot whatever, and we can maybe even try and get a second one. Ugh.
My subservience will be rewarded.
I'm gonna exile that.
I will get what I want. My power is for annihilation.
Now I'm just looking at the drain that I get from what's it called? I might be doing this the wrong way, I don't know.
We will slay our enemies.
Should have pooped out a guy.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
I feel like that's a good call. Alright.
I have impeccable.
If they play
skill
something, we
points.
just win. If they play a creature. think we got another salty player. And like I said earlier, like I understand because it is a slow deck and it's annoying as hell. Like you just get roped into just getting eventually like slow burned out. Just play a skeleton, bro. Let me kill you. If that doesn't work out, I mean, as long as Onyx is on the table, we can exhibition to trigger it. Yeah, they're being salty. Wow. That's yeah, that's definitely something. Still, if they play a creature, that puts them in a bad spot. Unless they keep gaining life somehow. If they play a creature, we Infernal Grasp, drains 2, and then our turn we play the exhibition. Okay, so that's a saga. Oh, there we go. So we'll drain them for 2 and destroy their skeleton. Auto pay. And they already know we have the exhibition in our hand. Good game them. Cool. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna leave that there because, like I said a million times already, the deck is kind of slow. So we're already pushing 42 minutes. So another game could push us like to an hour. So I'm just gonna leave it there. Let me know what you thought of the deck. Let me know what you think of Alchemy versus Standard. If anyone watching is even still playing MTG Arena, because I feel like I'm alone out here. I don't know who else is even playing anymore. So yeah, just if you can, just give me some feedback or just like the video. Definitely subscribe, even if you're not big into Arena anymore. Like I said, there's a bunch of different content on there, and I'm gonna just try and keep up with all of it. So yeah, hope everyone is doing well. I'll see you in the next one.